Hello and welcome back to Boopolo channel. My name is Pascal. Today I am going to do a full review of a Prime Z690-A full-size motherboard by Asus. This is the newest version of it, the A version of it. The back end, I will take it out of the box for you now. Now, when you're working with motherboard, put something smooth, don't put a hard surface underneath them. Oh yes, brand new board. It looks impressive. We are going to fit a processor to this, and we are going to put an M.2 into it, and we're going to put in the DDR5 memory, and I'm going to tell you which of these modules you're supposed to put it in if you are only using one, and what way to put it in. You cannot put this in the wrong way. With this one, this is LGA 1700, LGA 1700, which is also known as the 12th generation Intel processor, and it goes in here. It's not like before where it used to be a little bit more difficult, you might damage a pin. That doesn't happen nowadays. These power connectors are called ATX 12 volt, 12V. These come from your power supply, and they supply the processor only. You only need one of them connected to the power supply, but you can connect both of them. Both of them is maybe sort of a gimmick, but if you were extremely overclocking a board, you probably would. They're for fault code. This is your main supply to your motherboard, right? This is the main one with the different voltages that come from your power supply. This one here, this is an important one. This is the one for your USB-C, Type C Generation 2, right? So that's 3.2. This is your normal header for your USB 3.1, not the C one. It's different, okay? It's a different connector, and you will see that when you are connecting the front panel of your box up to it. There will be one for this. If there is none for this, you cannot use it. But so we will take the processor, this little piece here, it's the expensive piece. Now I'm just going to show you this processor, that why they are fail-proof. They have notches on the ends, and the notches match up, okay? So the notches are to this side, so when we are putting it in, we will know. Now, so what we do is, you do this gently. You take up this arm, and when we take this arm up, then we just lift this back here like this. And then you can see where the notches are. You can see that the notches are to this side. So we will just gently put that in, like that. And that's all. Now what we do then is, we push down this one, and this one, the protector pops off, and then we get the main arm and we put it in, and that's our processor in. Now, so the next job we're going to do is put the fan on the processor. So we take the fan up. Don't put your fingers on the paste like I did there a second ago. I didn't damage it, but you bear in mind when you're putting this one in that there are double holes on the back, so make sure you have the 4 of them before you press any of them down. And then we press 2 opposite ones down like this, and 2 opposite ones here down like this, and then we just turn these clockwise, and that tightens them. Make sure they're all tight now. This one is not in yet. You'll hear the click. If you don't have something, if the spongy stuff is too hard, you can use polystyrene, and then we will turn these. I will turn the board around so I can see what I'm doing. And we will fit the fan here. You can see which way it lines up. And it clicks in, okay? if this is your first time, you just take your time. I know we have 30 minutes to build a computer, so make sure it's pushed in there the whole way, so it will stay there on its own. And it is at 30 degrees approximately. And push it down gently, don't give it a tug down. Now we are in business. Now, the next one is we are going to take the tape off the back of this. We have to be a little bit more careful, but this one here has a notch for this sliding into. So we can't go so far wrong. So what we're going to do is you can line your screw up in this one already. We'll take off the protecting. This is not thermal paste. This is a pad on the back of this, as you see. So we will line this one up, get your screwdriver ready. Excuse me, but I have a little shake in my hand. That's a natural shake I have. And we put this one down like this. Now, so I'm holding it up over it and I'm turning the screw with my left hand. That's just so that I have it in the exact place. And then I will tighten this a little bit, not the whole way. And then we'll screw this one and we'll tighten them, not overly tight. It's just to make sure that the thermal is tightened onto it. That's why I'm using a small screwdriver. I could use this one, but there's too much torque in it and there is no need for it for this job. Not sure which way it's going. It'll only go into one way. For this Fury, I had it wrong there for a second. You line this one up with one of them open and stand above it like this, and you can see that the notch is lined up. And then you open this one. As I said, this Asus says that we put it in A2. A2 is the second one away from the processor. And you open this one here and then you slide it into both of them at the same time. And you may need to stand up for it. And then this one will close automatically and your RAM is already installed. So now we are going to fit the motherboard. We take off the glass panel on the processor side. Make sure nothing is in the way. There's a cable here, a fan for the fan. Just stick it in there temporary, in the fan. Pick up our motherboard, and we will it's not difficult. You just take your time, and we know where it's going, and the headers that are sticking up, it slides onto them, and you will see. Don't over tighten yet. There's a lot of torque in this one, so I'm just being a little bit. So you can go over to the other corner then. Four corners done. You can do the middle one first, really. I suppose you should. And then we will do the middle one. And then the halfway point ones. They will only go in the one way, so I'm just checking them. And we do the same. But what we're going to do now is we are going to put on the main power supply to the board, which is this big one here, okay? And push it in, and it clicks. When you hear the click, you know you're in. You try and give this a little bit more freedom. Now I just pull this one back in here. See, and this is the 3.2C one. So that one goes in here beside the main power supply. Make sure you get it in the correct way. And it only goes in the one way, pushes in nice and neatly like this. Then we will do our normal 3.2 full size. And there's a notch on the side of the plug, so you can't put it in the wrong way. And that's in nice and tight. You can connect up your fans then. You can put one fan on here. So the audio header is the one, the full way over to the other side. You can see that there's a blank in this, So we'll know that it's going this way. So audio is facing up, like that. And then the next one we have to do is our on-off switch and our controls, what they call front panel buttons. And they are all here together. So we put the power LED in here where it says power, going on this side then. So this one just slots in here then. So there is our motherboard now with the i7 inside in it and the super fast disk in it. And I show you a test here. As you see the test here, it is not fast enough in the area of memory and graphics. Other than that, it's performing up in the top couple of percent. So I have ordered the graphics card. I've ordered 1660 Super for it, and they've come down in price quite a bit. I've already ordered another Fury. The same. I'm getting one the same speed. You can get them at 6,000 now. Maybe you should buy it at 6,000, but I am going to match it with the 4,800, and I already have ordered it on Amazon. So overall, I am really happy with this 690. I really like the back of it, where it comes in here on the back with all the connectors on it, and it runs smoothly. I put the operating system on, and then I put all the drivers on it from the disk that it came with. So it came with the disk with all the drivers, and I didn't put the jumper on for overclocking because I don't play games and I had no need for doing that. So, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video or any of our other video here on Boopolo channel, please subscribe.